So good day, my dear students. For today's video, we're going to talk about the simple interest. We have three main objectives for today. At the end of this discussion, you're expected to, number one, define simple interest. Number two, illustrate simple interest. Number three, compute interest, maturity value or sometimes called as future value, and present value in simple interest environment. So let's start. So first, let's define what is simple interest. When we say simple interest, according to Investopedia.com year 2023, it is the charge by the lenders to the borrowers for a loan. Actually, itong mga interest na to, evident to sa mga bangko, pero not so much sa mga pamilya or kaya mga kaibigan na pautang. Pero minsan may mga kaibigan o mga pamilya din tayong nagpapa-interest, pero usually sa bangko siya nangyayari. So for example, ikaw, naghiram ka sa bangko ng 10,000 pesos, ibabalik mo siya ngayon sa kanila ng 12,000 pesos. After the time na isinap nila. Yan po yung simple interest. Ngayon, bakit ba kailangan magkaroon ng interest? Unang-una, because it is one way for them to earn money. So, minsan ginagawa nila tong business. Katulad nga, for example, sa bangko, having loans with interest is one of their ways in order for them to generate income. So, minsan din, ginagawa nila to para ma-assure na magbabayad ka doon sa hiniram mo na hindi mo tatakasan. So, our formula for simple interest is I is equal to PRT. When we say I, this is the interest. I, this is the interest. And P naman, this is the principal. R is the rate. And T is the time. So usually, ang time in terms of years po siya lagi. So interest, katulad ng in-example ko kanina, yung interest niya is 2,000 pesos, di ba po? At yung principal niya is yung hiniram mo talaga. So that is 10,000 pesos. Ngayon, meron pa siyang zero dito. So 10,000 pesos. Ayun yung rate kung ilan nga yung percent. So usually dito, percent po siya. At minsan dahil naka-percent siya, kailangan mo siyang i-change into decimal form. Change into decimal lagi. So we also have the future value. The formula for the future value is F is equal to P plus I. Pero ang I natin is also equal to PRT. So ibig sabihin, pwede natin siyang i-rewrite as PRT. Since parehas sila may P, we can also factor it out. Ilabas natin siya. So we have P times 1 plus RT. So yan na po ang magiging F natin or the future value. So yan na yung magiging F natin. So this is the formula for our F or the future value. Pwede din naman po ito, pero dito po kasi magsosolve ka pa muna ng I, tapos i-add mo pa siya sa P. Pero kung gusto mong dire-diretso po, na hindi ka na maghanap ng I, pero gusto mong makuha na agad si future value kasi siya lang naman po yung hinihingi sa problem. So pwede po ito na lang yung gamitin natin. To illustrate this simple interest, we have here an example. Suppose Juan de la Cruz won 10,000 pesos and you plan to invest it for 5 years. So, example dito is ikaw daw po si Juan de la Cruz na nanalo ng 10,000 pesos and you plan to invest it for 5 years. So, si Bank A offers 2% simple interest rate per year. So, ang problem dito is compute for the simple interest of the investment and what is the total amount of the investment after 5 years. So di ba po alam natin na ang interest natin is equal to I is equal to PRT. So ibig sabihin ito po yung i-follow natin. Dito po ipapakita ko lang po kung paano ba talaga nag-grow yung money using interest. Opo. So first, we have here the time for the first year. So, sa first year natin, meron tayong principal na 10,000 pesos. So, sa rate natin is 2%. At di ba sabi ko po, na kapag ang rate, naka-percent sign, i-transform natin siya into decimal point. So, that will give us 0.02. And for the solution following the formula of the interest, we will have 10,000 times 0.02 times 1, which will give us the answer of 200 pesos. Now, after the first year, ang maturity value natin, 10,000 plus 200 pesos, that will give us 10,200. Ngayon, the same din na gagawin natin, 10,000 uli sa principal natin for the second year, and the same interest of 2%, that will give us again 400 pesos na ngayon. So we have, for the second year, meron na tayong 10,000 plus 400. That will give us 10,400. So each year, alam natin na meron tayo laging 200 pesos. So sige, skip na natin ito kasi the same lang naman po siya. So we will have 600 pesos sa interest, which will give us 10,600 pesos. Sa fourth year naman po, the same formula will be used, and it will give us 800 sa interest po. And adding it to 10,000, it will give us 10,800 pesos. Now sa fifth year naman po, we have again 10,000. So the same procedure po, it will give us 1,000 pesos. Ngayon, after 5 years po, ibig sabihin, the bank will give us 11,000 pesos dahil nag-iwan ka sa kanila ng pera. Ngayon, bakit ka nagkaroon ng 11,000? Dahil ito nagkaroon na siya ng capital appreciation. Ibig sabihin, yung value ng money mo is tumaas over the period of time. That is how we illustrate kung paano po nag-grow ang money natin using simple interest. But this time, pwede na natin gamitin yung formula natin na dire-directional po. So we have here our solution using our formula. I is equal to PRT. So ano po yung P natin? That is 10,000 pesos. 10,000 pesos times what is our rate? That is 2%. And changing 2% into decimal, we have 0.02. Times ilan po yung years? 5 years. So ibig sabihin times 5 po siya. So let's say we have here 10,000 times 0.02 times 5, which will give us 1,000 pesos. So yung I po natin, 1,000 pesos. So ito na po yung value natin for our interest. Pero meron pa tayong another question. Sabi dito, what is our future value? Since available na po yung I, pwede na natin gamitin yung F is equal to P plus I na lang po. Wherein P is also 10,000 pesos plus the interest of 1,000 pesos, which will give us the future value of 11,000 pesos. So as you can see, parehas lang naman po siya kanina, pero this time, mas mabilis dahil meron tayong formula. Yung kanina po is illustrative example lang po siya para makita nyo kung paano lumalago yung pera nyo po over the period of time. So let's have another example naman po. So sabi dito, Angel borrowed 125,000 from her uncle. If she agreed to pay an 8% annual interest rate, calculate the amount of interest she must pay if the loan period is A, 1 year, B, 7 months, and C, 20 months. So dun muna po tayo sa letter A. So A muna po tayo. Sabi dito, calculate the amount of interest. So I is equal to PRT kasi po interest lang naman po yung hinahanap sa atin. So that is interest lang naman. So we have I is equal to PRT. And yung principal po natin is 125,000 times what is our R? That is 8 po. So we have 0.08 kasi po magmumove lang po tayo ng 2 decimal places to the left. So we have 1, 2, So that will give us 0.08 times what is our time. So 1 year. So 1 lang po siya. 1 is equal to 125,123 times 0.08 times 1, which will give us 10,000 pesos. So, ibig sabihin po at the end of 1 year, si Angel po ay magbabayad ng another 10,000 pesos dun sa uncle niya. So, since interest lang naman po yung hinahanap dito, so ibig sabihin ang ibibigay lang po natin is interest, hindi po yung future value. So, we have 10,000 pesos. Pero, sabi dito sa number 2, for 7 months naman daw po. So, we have here letter B naman po. Letter B, I is equal to P or T. So, P natin is another 125,000 times what is our R? Again, that is 0.08. Pero sabi dito, 7 months na po siya. So, kapag sinabi natin 7 months, hindi po siya in terms of year. Kailangan. So, ibig sabihin, i-convert muna natin sa 7 months into year. So, ibig sabihin, pwede natin siyang i-multiply ng 7/12. Diba po? So, now, let's go again to our calculator. So, sa calculator natin, input lang po natin 125,000 times 0.08 times the quantity 7/12. So, that will sabihin po yung I po natin dito ay is equal to 5,833.33. To finance your education for the next school year, you get a summer job at the convenience store. Suppose you save 2,500 of your salary and deposit it into an account that earns simple interest. After 9 months, sabi dito, after 9 months daw po, the balance is 2,522. So we have here a point po dito sa part na to. What is the annual interest rate? So now we have here the present value or the principal po siya. And we also have here the future value F po. And we also have the time which is 9 months. Pero di ba po ang time natin is supposedly in years. So we have here time. So now, kanina po yung formula natin is F is equal to P times 1 plus RT. So bakit po ito yung ginamit nating formula out of dun po sa tatlong formula na ginawa natin or alam po natin? It's because po ang kailangan lang po natin is CR. At dito po sa formulang ito available CR kung saan pwede nating manipulate ito pong formulang ito para po makarating tayo sa R. So we have here F. Anong gagawin natin kay T? Divide both sides po pala muna natin by T. Ang gagawin na po natin is divide both sides po muna natin kay T. Divide both sides po kay T. So makakancel po siya. So we have F all over P is equal to 1 plus RT. Ngayon po dahil may 1 po dito, kailangan po natin ilipat po siya sa kabila or we need to transpose. But the more appropriate term for that is the subtraction property of equality. Kailangan po natin subtraction property by equality and that will give us F over P minus 1 is equal to RT. Ngayon po, since ang kailangan lang po natin is si R, divide both sides po ulit natin siya by T. So that will give us the formula of R is equal to F over P minus 1 all over T. So, kailangan na po natin na ilagay yung actual values ng kada variable po. So, the future value is 2,522 all over 2,500 minus 1 all over the time which is 9/12. Ngayon po, kailangan nating bumalik ulit sa ating calculator. We have 2,522 all over 2,500 minus 1. So that will give us 11 over 1,250 divided by po, ano po yung time natin? 9 over 12. So that will give us 0. So di po natin is 0.011733. So also equal to 1.173%. So for example number 4, we have 77,000 is invested at 4.5% simple interest. How long will it take to grow 78,800 pesos? So the same formula lang po yung gagamitin natin kasi siya po yung may mga variables ng kompleto po. So we have here F is equal to P times 1 plus RT. So kung makikita nyo po kasi we have here the present value or the principal and we have here the future value. And meron din po tayong rate. Doon po sa binigay ko pong formula kanina po, so far ito pong formulang to ang meron po lahat. So ibig sabihin, using this formula, kaya nating manipulate po itong formulang ito and to arrive for the new formula for the time. Since yung tinatanong po dito is how long. So we are referring here to time. So we have F is equal to P times 1 plus RT. So katulad po kanina, we need to divide both sides by P first in order for it to be eliminated. And para po yung T na lang po yung maiwan dun sa kabila. So we have F over P 1 plus RT. So by the power of subtraction property of equality, we have F over P minus 1. Kasi po ito magiging minus 1 din po to. So cancel natin tong dalawa. Ang may iwan na lang po is negative 1 sa kabila, which is RT. So since si T po yung hinahanap natin, ang i-divide both sides naman po natin ngayon is si R. So divide both sides by R. So cancel na po si R. Ang new formula po natin is F over P minus 1 all over R. So yung P po natin is ano nga po yung future value natin? That is 78,800 all over 77,000 minus 1 all over what is R? So, di ba po ito, we need to move 2 places to the left. So, that is 0.045. So, that will give us, so let's go back again to our calculator. So, that is 78,800 divided by 77,000 minus 1 divided by 0.045. So that will give us 40 over 70. But this 40 over 70 is not yet in terms of years. So ibig sabihin, kailangan natin siyang i-multiply by 12. Because in 1 year, there are 12 months. In 1 year, there is 12 months. So meaning to say, we have here T is equal to 6.23 months in terms of months po. So that is our answer. So we have here example number 5. So Julina po is investing an amount of 15% simple interest for 3 years. If he intends, so she po yan, she. Ito din po her. So yan, Julina is investing an amount of 15% simple interest for 3 years. If she intends to have 48,200 at the end of the term, what must be her principal? So meron po tayo ditong rate, meron din po tayo ditong future value, and we are looking for the P or the principal. As you can see, lahat din po, meron din po tayo ditong time. So as you can see, lahat po ng elements or lahat po ng variable ay makikita po ulit doon sa last natin na formula. So yun din po ulit yung gagamitin natin. We have F is equal to P times 1 plus RT. So dahil yung P po yung hinahanap natin, we can simply divide both sides by 1 plus RT. 1 plus RT. Cancel. Our new formula is F over 1 plus RT is equal to P. So P is equal to what is our future value? That is 48,200 all over 1 plus what is RR? 0.15. Bakit po naging 0.15? Dahil move to the left by 2 times para po ma-convert ito ng decimal. So, ano po yung time natin? That is 3 years. Ngayon po, let's go back to our calculator. That is 48,200 divided by 1 plus the quantity 0.15 times 3, which will give us 33,241.38. Yan po yung kailangan muna ni Julina para magkaroon siya ng 48,200 at the end of the 3 years. So before we end, let us first have a recap. So for today, we've discussed about simple interest. And according to the discussion a while ago, simple interest is the payment for borrowing the money. Opo, ito po yung charge ni lender kay borrower sa paghiram niya ng pera. And we have the formula I is equal to PRT kapag interest po yung hinahanap. But if we have the future value, that is F is equal to P times 1 plus RT. So mas mahalaga po na alam natin itong last po na formula because this last formula is actually the one that we can manipulate. So that's it for today, my dear students. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed this video, you can share this video to your friends, families. And also, please help me grow my channel by hitting the subscribe button. So thank you for listening again. God bless you always and see you in my next video, which is all about the exact and ordinary interest. So bye!